Hey everybody, welcome to another video today. I don't have lights, so right now. I don't have lights right now, they don't work. And then we're gonna be going over the most recent episode of Smackdown. This was from Friday, obviously. February, I need to figure out, 21st, I think. Or no, no, yeah, 21st, so, yeah. How we usually do these types of reviews is that I go over all the matches and segments, rank all, and give the full show rating at the end of it, so... Yeah, here we go. Started off with Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso. It was kind of a good match. I mean, I just expected more out of it. I don't know. Jimmy Uso won by roll up too, which was honestly was surprising, but it's cool to see him win. So I'm giving him a 3.1 out of 5. But I think Drew needs to start winning now, since he's taking a good amount of losses. So yeah, I think Drew needs to start winning. But it was cool to see Jimmy win. Yeah, I'm giving it a 3.1 out of 5. So that's pretty cool. It's so dark. Wow. Next up was The Miz and Carmelo Hayes versus R-Truth and LA Knight. I mean, it was alright, but it was kind of comedic, but I didn't enjoy that. I don't know. I thought it wasn't even that great. I mean, I just don't know. The Miz and Mello won, which I hope they develop something with that. I just don't know, but the match wasn't that great, so I'm gonna give it a 2.9 out of 5. I mean, it was decent, I guess, but didn't really get next level. Next up was Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae. It was a good match, but it seemed sloppy and kind of stupid sometimes. I don't know. This was a good match, like I said, but it just felt stupid sometimes. I don't know. I'm giving it a 3.3 out of 5. I just don't know what else to say about it. It was a good match, but I don't know. I don't know. Next up was, oh god, here we go. The Rock and Cody Rhodes' segment. This was one of the most awkward 15 minutes ever. The Rock, I consistently believe this, like, 2025 is not his year. I mean, he's done awful in promos the entire year, I swear. He had New Year's Evil, he had that horrible promo. He had the Raw Netflix debut, it was mid. And then Friday's promo, which honestly might be the worst one out of all of it. Because no, it was the New Year's Evil one because he couldn't even get a word out. Like he couldn't even say anything. But I don't know what was supposed to happen here. I mean, I do know obviously. I mean, but it was just weird. Cody was just standing there confused. Rock just. I mean, he did the WrestleMania announcement, yeah, but just I don't know. This thing was terrible, honestly. I have it rated a 3.5 out of 5 just because of the hype of the Rock appearance, but this is the worst thing of the entire night. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. Like, Rock literally was there. He was like, "You and I are friends. Our moms are friends." Did I remind you guys that you and I are friends? Did I remind the entire crowd that you and I are friends? I mean, it was annoying. I mean, just couldn't stand it. Honestly, The Rock turned heel like 15,000 times in that segment and then turned face again. I don't know. Like, he kept saying insults, but then at the same time, he just kept praising the city. I don't know. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 instead of a 3.5 out of 5. That was terrible. Next up was the WWE Tag Team Championship between Pretty Deadly versus DIY. Terrible match. Well, not terrible match. Terrible booking of the match. I mean, this is a freaking title match, and you're just throwing away. Oh yeah, need I remind you, the Liv and Naomi match never happened, and it could have happened. Oh, they deserve better. I mean, I don't know if it was gonna be a great match or anything, but they deserve better. My goodness, man. The tag title match. I mean, like literally, it's an important championship match, and they're just wasting it. Like 3 of the minutes were on commercial. They didn't even retain. Like they had the freaking Street Profits interfere. Like that was awful. Like, I mean, it's cool to see the Street Profits being heel and all that, but I just hate how they're just they're just glossing over the fact that was a title match. Like it was important. I don't know, 2.4 out of 5. And then next up was the main event, Damian Priest and Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Or, sorry, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, sorry. It was good. 3 out of 5, that was it. Didn't particularly care. Like, after the Rock stuff, I did not care, mostly, because, I don't know, the show was terrible. The show was boring and terrible. And then The Rock came in. I thought it would get better after that. It got worse. It got so much worse. I mean, honestly, I didn't care. The match was good, 3 out of 5, but yeah. The match of the night and the moment of the night, I guess, was Tiffany and Candice and all that. I don't know. That was a good match. That was a match of the night, which, honestly, what the heck. Drew versus Jimmy goes number 2. Number 3 goes to the main event tag match with Priest and Strowman and Jacob and Solo. Number 4 goes to the Miz and Mello versus R-Truth and LA Knight. Number 5 is the worst match of the night, the WWE Tag Team Championship, and the worst part of the night was The Rock and Cody Rhodes. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was awful. And this is honestly the worst show of the year. This is the worst show I've watched. The second worst. Actually, no, probably the worst. It's probably worse than the freaking one where Cody does not choose Rock at WrestleMania. It was just worse than it was worse than this one. This one's terrible. Stunk. 2 out of 5. That was awful. With the roster they have, they should not have this much boring shows. And the booking was just terrible here as well. 2 out of 5. Awful. I hated it. Thank you all for watching my awful rant, and have a great day.